Greetings to you in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Truth plus love equals life. Today we're going to talk about casinos. Now, I don't actually know the etymology of the name casino, though it's interesting. I'll probably look it up afterwards. Okay, first, I worked in a casino for a couple months of my life when I was like, I don't know, 22 or 23. Studying music, wanting to play music, just looking for a job. And in retrospect, it wasn't very wise, but I didn't want a career job. I didn't want something where I made a lot of money and then didn't want to do music, and I had no idea that, I would go to my cross and Jacob's trouble and the whole bit, and that's okay. So I'll still do the music, even if it's in the millennium. The ultimate sucker's bet is walking in the door. Now, you have a right to gamble, and it's not gaming, it's gambling. You don't have a right to advertise it. Here's why. You're enticing people to do that which is likely to lose them a whole bunch of money. Now, are grown adults have a right to do that? Yes. You don't have a right to advertise that which is destructive and harmful, and that's the problem. You have a right to poison yourself to death with heroin, prostitute yourself, gay marriage, whatever it is, if you're not harming anybody. You have a right to worship the devil if you're not harming anybody else politically. You'll still go to hell, okay? Now, was buying a lottery ticket a sin? No. Have I ever done it? Sure. Now, I don't go to the casinos because I worked there at one point, and it's just a toxic environment. Almost nothing good comes from a casino. What happens is people will get drunk and make bad decisions. Investing in the stock market, okay, you have a right to do that too. But do you have people drunk, like literally drunk at the floor trading, even though it's digital nowadays? They used to have a little write down the scripts and whatnot. I don't think they do that anymore. So the question is, should you not be allowed? Because government can't allow or permit anybody to do anything that implies ownership. You're either prevented or not prevented. The same way you're guilty or not guilty, presumed not guilty. Doesn't mean you are innocent, you're just presumed not guilty. So you're presumed normal, free until you harm somebody. Do you have the right to consent to sit there and be drunk? And the question is, when you get to the point when you're clearly not making decisions, it is unethical for the casino to take your bets. You better believe that happens in every casino ever, because the guy's sitting there just going, and he's got some little barmaid or whatever, and he thinks he's neat. That is unethical. Casinos usually end up preying on people around them. People will steal and, easy credit rip-offs, and it's not good for the community. They break you up a little chunk, tell you they're going to do whatever. They're going to help a school. It's going to destroy the community. Not all the way. Well, it provides jobs. Well, you could break every window in town and provide a job, but that doesn't add value to the environment. So I'm just here to tell you how it really is, and I don't care whether anybody likes it or not. When you go to the casino, the reason most people go to the casinos, okay, you want to escape, but you're paying $500 or $1,000 to walk into a casino, to have them treat you like you're the president, you're the king of the earth. Hi, buddy, how you doing? Oh, right this way, your favorite drink. You're going to pay $500 to get a $3 all-you-can-eat shrimp meal. But what you're going there for is a sense of inclusion, respect. You're basically paying somebody to respect you and then laugh at you when you're gone, saying, you friggin' sucker. This was a big, important lesson for me. There was a dude who came in one time. Clearly he'd been out in the fields because he literally had dirt still in his hand. I felt sorry for him. Now, he happened to be Mexican. It doesn't matter what race he was. I saw this all the time. He didn't speak English very well, but he knew how to scratch the deal. He busted out $500, and he lost it in 2 minutes, me playing blackjack. Okay, I would never go there anymore to do this stuff. I don't hate you if you work there, but I'm telling you, God doesn't want anybody in a casino for any reason. Yes, that means you. I felt really bad for him. I felt compassion because I remember thinking oh, you poor thing. I didn't feel bad for him when he looked at me with blank, dead eyes and pulled out another $500 and lost that in 2 or 3 minutes. I don't know what I was thinking. It's none of my business, but I'll never forget it. I just remember thinking, and I just felt dirty. It was a couple months of my life. I have no reason to go in one again. This is how it is. It's it's all flesh and all stimulant. Now, whether they put oxygen there or not, I don't know. I mean, oxygen is a good thing. If you have oxygen, that's not a crime. There should be more in most places because you can prove that there used to be more oxygen in amber resin tablets, which is why back in the day, by the way, they lived to be 900 years old because science proves the body. The science proves the Bible. Different pressure. I mean, this can be proven scientifically. So simply putting oxygen is not wrong, but you can't find a clock. You can't get your way out of there. It's a trap. It's a happy funland trap. Do you have a right to it? Yes. Do you have a right to promote? No. You don't have a right to promote it in any way because you're going to, it's destructive. It's like you have a right to, you don't have a right to advertise alcohol. It's unhealthy. You have a right to use it, but to promote it and artificially stimulate demand is now unethical. This is the law, whether you like it or not. When you go into the casino, I'm here to burst your bubble. You want to go somewhere where it's safe and kind and cool and you meet your friends and you have party and fun and you're not thinking about anything else. And why do you think they have chips? Because you dissociate it, not thinking it's money. Why do you think they call it gaming? It's not gaming. It's gambling. I gamble. I mean, every now and then I'll buy a lottery ticket. I may buy a stock or buy, I mean, I don't necessarily right now, but I mean, I'm not against it, investing. But that's not the way to invest. Now, it doesn't technically, are there some people who make a living off it? Yes. Is that unethical? No. Does God want you there? Nope. Do I hate you if you gamble? No, because like I say, do I ever gamble? Yeah, I'm not a hypocrite. I mean, we all are in some ways, but I'm not. You go buy a lottery ticket or whatever, you hope you're going to make it. Never won. This is the winning ticket, but it's going to cost you everything. I know you don't want to hear this because, look, I almost ate myself to death. Okay, I've been all the way at the bottom. I don't hate you if you gamble. I don't hate you for gambling addict. I'm wanting to let you know you're pathetic. Like me going to Wendy's, eating, having total pituitary failure, not walk, blowing up like a bleh. By the way, there were no balloons. I got fat. I didn't balloon. I got fat. I thank Jesus for the doctor who did the gastric bypass because there's no way anybody's coming out of that without the gastric bypass. I mean, I lost 100 pounds in 100 days because a lot of it was bloated water in your body, takes on water to dilute Lyme disease toxins. And I ate at Wendy's and all. I do understand that. Please stop being pathetic. Because we're all pathetic. I do understand. We're all pathetic. You're paying $500 to have one. They're trained, buddy. The guy's making, that pit boss is making $100,000 a year. Giving you that firm handshake. Buddy, I totally love you. My kid needs a new pair of shoes and a toy car. And you're the safest bet in town. We make money off you every time. And then they had a whole grid on you and market you everywhere. Now you've got yourself a little stalker friend, but you didn't tell. I mean, technically, you wanted to be marketed to. You signed up for their little pass, their little code, their little club. Now you're part of a club. Why, it's like a casino fraternity. And that's sickening. Bling, 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 bling. Now, I have no intention of ever going to a casino again. If I do, I just can't see myself doing it. But if I did, well, I wouldn't feel good about it. If I went to a town, I mean, if you're driving through Vegas and you need to stay somewhere, almost all of them are going to have a slot machine or something somewhere. You don't have to use it, okay? I'm not here to condemn you because you're not harming anybody else. I'm here to tell you, just remind you, you're harming yourself. And from the other side, folks, when you were dealing on a game, okay, I don't even know the rules of blackjack anymore. I don't care. I mean, I can figure them out, okay, but it's just pathetic from the other side of the table because people will come by and be like, oh, Roger, I love you because you made money last night. And the next day they'll come by and be like, this dealer sucks. You loved me last night. I didn't change. And then you get people, the mentality is such where you lose and you know you're going to lose. And then at the end you're just like, make me lose it all. Take me home. I'm pathetic. I've seen it happen. They're like 200, just blah. Throw it away. I'm done. It's so sad. Please stay out of the casinos. They don't build those buildings because they intend to lose money. Mathematically, when someone would piss me off on a game, I would just sit there and think to myself, folks, the longer you play a game, the bigger sample size you have, this is how statistics work, the more likely you're going to end up at the overall theoretical possibilities of the game. Like you could beat them one time, another time, but in the long run, the bigger the population size, the closer you're going to get to the theory of the game, which says the house wins. So if somebody was rude or pissing me off or just weird, just I don't like you because I didn't get like it was my fault. I mean, I want you to win. I tell them all the time, like I want you to win. It's more fun for me if you win. This is not my money. But if you were being an a-hole, I would sit there and I'd think to myself, self, why don't you people come back again? Because I'm going to win and the money comes back over here. And I don't get it, but it's a little cheap thrill that says, you're being an a-hole, and I'm now going to take your money. And it was just a matter of time before it did, because the more you played, the more money goes this way. They're horrible people, by the way. They were working us 2 and 3 hour shifts. I told them one day my back hurts. They said you have to take a drug test immediately. The guy who told me that was like, he called them up. He's like, are you joking? No, do a drug test immediately. They said I had cannabis in my system and they fired me because they didn't want to pay workers' comp. These are not nice people. The ultimate sucker's bet is walking in the door. Please consider this. I do love you. Bye-bye.